Matcha is everywhere and people can't get enough of it. But on the flip side, it's causing an unintended consequences people don't talk about. Let's talk about how it all started and what kind of consequences it's having around the world. It all started in 1996 with a small product launch that kick-started the Wheel of Fate. That year, a famous ice cream maker, Häagen-Dazs, introduced matcha-flavored ice cream for the first time ever to the market. Yes, no other company produced such flavor before. Within a year, matcha flavor shot up in popularity and surpassed its previous top seller, vanilla, by recording double its sales. It was actually a huge surprise to many people. Did you know that even in Japan, putting matcha into sweets was very rare, and nothing was done commercially before this ice cream? People thought matcha was reserved for old people doing matcha ceremonies. But after 1996, people unleashed creativity and started putting matcha into literally every dessert and even food. Matcha tiramisu, matcha affogato, matcha cola, and even matcha beer.
In goes the matcha. I think I like it.
With this craze, matcha price shot up by 150%. But the bigger shock was yet to come. In 2005, another matcha product was launched quietly. Can you guess what that is? Yes, in 2005, Starbucks released its first version of Matcha Latte and Matcha Frappuccino. When they were first introduced, matcha was very little known to people in the West. And many showed disgust to this weird little green drink.
Eco-trend is an extension of Andrew and George has been
Yuck. Tastes like dirt.
Apparently, the Starbucks matcha latte recipe in 2005 was completely different from today's formula. 80% sugar with less than 20% matcha powder. And for some strange reason, 6 pumps of melon syrups were also added to the drink.
This is what 10 pumps of sugar looks like. 10 pumps of syrup in your coffee, you're drinking that much liquid sugar. Just FYI.
As nasty as it was, Starbucks matcha latte gave people exposure to the concept of matcha latte, and people gradually started incorporating matcha into their lives, especially in large cities like New York, Paris, or London. As a result, over the period between 1996 to 2023, matcha sales quadrupled from 955 tons to more than 4,000 tons. Luckily, it wasn't a sudden jump, and the demand was across different grades of matcha. The producers were still able to cope with it by increasing the production. It was a fragile balance though, which was abruptly broken just last year. Whatever happened last year was so crazy that the matcha disappeared from the shelves of many Japanese tea retailers.
Eco-trend is an extension of Anther family company called Andrew and George has been active since 1892, when my grandfather
hygiene card is pretending to be ignorant so that you can get away with things.
And every time I go to Japan, my suitcase is full of matcha.
The tourist count in Japan has been steadily on the rise, but look at this chart. Visitors to Japan literally exploded after COVID, from 25 million visitors in 2023 to an estimate of 40 million visitors in 2025. This sets records every year. If you live near touristic spots in Tokyo or Kyoto, you literally feel like there's tourists in every corner. And because of the weak Japanese yen, many tourists started treating Japan as a bargain rack, buying up everything from Uniqlo bra tops, Santoku knives, and most notably matcha powders. And this is amplified to the extreme because of the social media.
I just got back from Kyoto last night. Matcha shortage situation in Kyoto honestly is pretty bad.
You can't find any matcha powder in stock.
We sold out in less than 50 seconds! No way!
In order to gain views and likes, influencers exaggerated the situations, and this caused a massive FOMO among the social media users. It drove people to hoard on matcha. It is no joke, truly. Some people are literally coming back from Japan with a suitcase full of matcha canisters. And worse yet, they unapologetically boast on social media by posting about it. So the viewers go online and stock up on matcha. It was like a hoarding vicious circle. This social media craze the producer didn't expect, so they couldn't keep up anymore. you can see that the matcha price shot up by more than 30% in a matter of few years. You may think,
why don't tea farmers make more matcha if everyone wants it?
no? Well, it turns out that it's not that straightforward at all. Many producers are trying to convert plots used to cultivate normal green tea into matcha fields, but that is not the only process in producing matcha. Remember, Japanese matcha is so good because the producers go through dozens of traditional production steps, not just planting the tea leaves. The production involves shading sunlight from hitting the plants, carefully picking the first harvest, and grinding slowly on a traditional stone mill, etc., etc. If you specifically look at the stone mill,
that's why high-quality matcha made with a real stone will be silky smooth, finer than baby powder.
But it can grind only 40 grams an hour. That is less than 1 canister of matcha that you buy in a store. And the granite surface of the mill has this delicate carved details. Naturally, it takes heaps of time and efforts to manufacture one of these. And not many people can do it, even in Japan. That means stone mill manufacturers have a backlog of about a year or more, and they can't just ship the product because you ordered it. That's why matcha is getting sold out everywhere.
No way!
Converting green tea fields into matcha harvests have a serious dark side to the local Japanese people. You see, for Japanese people, matcha is safe for special occasions. Regular Japanese folks drink normal brewed green tea called sencha much more than matcha, and sencha is the foundation of everyday Japanese tea culture. So for every lunchtime, we drink a bottle of sencha with our bento box or onigiri, the rice ball. And whenever we need a quick break, we sip on a sencha green tea as well. But sadly, the local Japanese may not be able to continue doing this anymore. In a matter of just 1 year, sencha's price went up 20%, putting into risk the very existence of this affordable and lovely daily fix for us.
We are considering 3 options due to rising prices.
Eco-Trend is an extension of Anther family company called Andrew and George, has been active since 1892.
My wish here is that everyone can exercise discretion in hoarding up matcha so that people across the world can enjoy matcha and sencha, the Japanese tea culture that we all love. On this channel, I make content related to matcha so that people have a little more knowledge about matcha. For example, what kind of pesticides I use in matcha, is organic matcha really better than normal matcha, and other recipes that are commonly practiced in Japan. If you have time, you can click here to watch the next video, which is also fun. Bye bye!